Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. So today we are going to talk about MCP server. So it's a new thing which Anthropic has developed. So today we are going to discuss about MCP server from scratch, and it will be hands-on tutorial where we will be developing a MCP server using Spring AI package, and we will also be developing MCP client to connect to the MCP server. And it is going to be hands-on tutorial, and I'm not going to explain too much what MCP server is. I'm going to share one medium blog which I have written, so there I have explained what MCP server is, and if anybody is interested they can look into that. Okay, so let's start with our code, and let me explain how I have done. Okay, and this is the blog which I was talking about, so which I have written a few days back. So here I have explained what is MCP server is, and you can go through it about the MCP architecture. It was developed by Anthropic, and few SDKs are available. This is the architecture of MCP, where we have client, then server, and server can connect to the any resource, any remote server, or anything. Like this is the example. We have MCP client, it is connected to MCP server, and MCP server we can see it is connected to Postgres file system and internet. So this is just a broad level explanation of what MCP server is. And as for this hands-on tutorial, this is we are going to do. We will be developing MCP client with Spring AI. We have MCP server. Okay, and we'll be connecting to the Postgres database, and the Postgres database will be having some data. So let me show you the database. Okay, so this is the database where seller account is the table name, and these are some basic details like name and owner and all. Very basic details are there, and we'll see how with the LLM we can query this uh, by name and by owner. So these are the two tools we are going to create, and let's see how in the code I have done. Okay, and this is the MCP server which I have created, and the code is also available on GitHub. I will be explaining it. And before that, I want to show you the Spring from where you can get the MCP server documentation. So this is the place, okay, where we can find some very good documentation about MCP client starter, Spring Boot starter, MCP server Spring Boot starter. So everything is there. So let's see in the code how I have done it. Okay, so first we'll start with the MCP server. So let me show you. First is .gradle. So I'm using Spring 3.4.4 and Java 21, and this is the Spring AI version 1.00 M6. So latest is M7, but again I have done it a few days back, so I have used M6. And these are the dependencies: Spring Boot Starter JPA, Spring AI MCP Server, Webflux, Spring Boot Starter. So this is the dependency which makes the server as a MCP server. And Liquibase I have used because every once you start, everything will be uh, migrated. We don't need to do anything, and the rest is simple. So we are using bomb. Okay, so this is all about build.gradle. Okay, and in a resource application.yml. Okay, so this is the database connectivity, GPA connectivity. That's simple. And this is a Liquibase. This is simple. And this is about MCP server. Okay, and this is we need to give an account name, version, and type is equal to sing stdio enable. So there are two types of way which we can interact with MCP server. One is stdio and other is HTTP. Okay, so this we have made it false. So but if anyone wants to know about these things, it is very well explained here in the property. So anyone wants to check, you can go and check here. Okay, and it is running on 8060. Okay, and these are DB details. Create user, this is the table name, and the insert also is there. Okay, this is simple. Okay, so here this I will explain this thing. Okay, and and this is a seller entity file of the JPA. Okay, and this is the repository. This is also simple. So here I have written two methods, find by name and find by owner. So because we have the name and a owner field is there, the search all seller account by name, search all seller account by owner. So these are the two ways we can do it, which we can search from that table. Okay, so tool. So this is the important file. I'm closing the others. So this is the important file which I will be explaining. So here seller account tool, and this is the JPA, and this is very important tools. So this, with this annotation, I'm making this as a tool so that any LLM can interact and call this tool. Okay, but obviously we have to give some proper name and description, then only LLM will understand. If we give a prompt and like the LLM should decide which tool to call, because we can write multiple tools here. Okay, so this name and description should be proper. So I have written search seller account by name, find all seller account by name. So you can write as per your requirement. If you want to do anything, you can write. So here the tool params is like a seller account name. So name I'm expecting here, and as I've shown, find by name we are doing it, and I'm returning appending it, just returning a string, but you can return a JSON or anything you want to do. So I'm just appending and with a new line, and I made it a very simple thing. Okay, and similarly search account by name, oh, search account by owner, sorry. So here also it's I'm finding by owner, and that's it. We have to do annotate with tool name and description. We have to give it a proper. And one more thing we have to do is we have to toolback provider. So this is like we have to annotate, we have to make this bean. Okay, seller account tool, seller account tool is the tool, and which we have to, in the method toolback provider dot builder toolbox, we have to make this as a bean. Okay, so all the tools which are available, we have to make it as a bean. And if there are multiple beans are there, then it will it's like it will merge it, because we will be having multiple classes. And in case we cannot write all the tools in one class, so automatically Spring will handle it. Okay, and yes, that's it. It is rest, nothing is there. And the server is running on 8060. And now let's go to MCP client. Okay, so this is server is also running. I will be explaining it. So this is, I kept it very simple. And let me start with build.gradle. So build.gradle, same 3.4 Java 21 M6 version, and yes, starter web we have to use it because we are using REST API. I will show you. And this MCP client web flux and Spring AI Olama. So yes, so this is an important thing. This client needs an LLM. So you can use any LLM like OpenAPI or Claude or any other thing. So I have used Olama because I have download Olama locally. So that's why I am using Olama. But you can use any LLM. So it is up to you. Okay, and that's it. and this is the configuration. Application dot properties is like MCP is webflux mode. We are because we are using webflux dependencies. SSC connection is like 8060. So this is the MCP server URL. Client type is sync. Request timeout 30 seconds. Server port is 8040, and this is for Olama. So Llama 3.2 latest we are using it. Okay, and here nothing is there. So this is the extra thing I have to do to make it working, because I was getting some problem. Maybe in a latest version you won't get it. So this is just for this one. And account controller. So account controller here, I'm using the chat client. So chat client, I'm expecting a prompt here. So slash account queue, and prompt template. I'm calling the prompt dot call dot content. Okay, so that's it. I think that is as the code are very simple, and well, I have uploaded the code also. You can download and check. Okay, so now let's check how this works. Okay, now I think I have shown the server. Both the servers are running properly, MCP server and MCP client. Okay, so now let's check the Postman. So it is 8040. Account queue is the search account by name David. Okay, so we can see here we have a record for David. Okay, so let's see what it returns. Okay, so this is just a prompt. Okay, and it will be slow because LLM is on my local. It works, obviously it will work slow. So I will pause the video for the time being. Okay, and it has returned the result. So seller account name David was found. It has ID 1 and it is the owner of Amazon. The account is not a test account and it is of standard type with status 1. Okay, okay, it's test. Okay, so it is giving and a return in JSON format. Okay, let's see what it gives. So I will again pause the video for the time being. Okay, and you can see it has returned in JSON format. Okay, and if I write something else also, it will say not found. Okay, it depends on the LLM, and let me show you on the server logs. Okay, you can see here automatically this query is fired by name. Okay, by name it is fired. And now let me again search account by owner. I try to search by like Amazon. Okay, search all account by all the account by owner Amazon and return in JSON formats. Now let's see what it returns. I will again pause it for the time being. Okay, here you go, and it has returned the two result for David and for the Mike. Okay, and it is proper. Okay, and I will show you the logs is like by owner. Okay, you can see automatically LLM has selected the proper tool. Okay, and I think I am done with my explanation, and just want to say that okay, so with this type of tool, it's like we can write as many tools as we can, it's like based on our requirement, and here I have explained this is the MCP server. Okay, and here I have explained how to connect it with the MCP client. Okay, so client can be anything. Okay, because there are various clients are available in the market, like a Claude Desktop, Claude UI, and on the VS Code also we have development like MCP client and uh, client or many types of clients are available. So in my next video, I will be explaining how to connect a MCP server with the Claude desktop with the Claude desktop. So I will be using the same thing, and I will be explaining how from the Claude desktop will be connecting, or I may try to cover with some VS Code also. And yes, so that's it for this tutorial. So I want to say one thing, that this is a Medium blog which was written by me, and it has all the theoretical details which I have not explained too much because it will be too boring. So you can go through it, and if you like the video or this blog, please do share and subscribe to my channel, so that I can get you will so that I can bring some more exciting videos. Okay, so that's it for my side, and see you on the next video.